Hello, everyone. I hope all is well with you. I want you guys to listen to this man. I cannot pronounce his name. I'm going to try. I think it's Tanasi Coates. He's an author. He's written some good stuff, and I remember seeing one of his books. I can't remember the name of it, but it was featured on Oprah when she still had her show. He's quite famous if you like books and you like articles and you like write people, authors. Anyway, let me not ramble. You guys, he is at a forum speaking about what is going on with Gaza and Israel. And he's speaking about when he took a trip to Palestine, and he was in the Gaza Strip, and what he saw with his own two eyes, what happened to him, how the people live there. And he doesn't even go into detail like some people who have gone to visit there, and they have seen the injustices that are happening to these people on a daily basis. And Today is Monday, December 4th, and I haven't seen the count today, but as of Saturday, there were 15,000 people who have now lost their lives due to the bombing that is going on from Israel. Children, women and children, and men who have nothing to do with the attack that happened on October 7th. These are innocent people. And if you can't find it in your hearts to look at those brown-skinned people, those tan-skinned people, and think that they are worth something, that they are worth more than being slaughtered, then you seriously have a problem. I'm speaking to anyone who feels that they deserve this. Those innocent little children did not go into someone's home and snatch their family members or take anyone from this world from anyone, but they are suffering the consequences. Why not give these people the opportunity and the means to get out, instead of doing what they are doing to them? I just don't understand how some of you, I don't know who's listening to me, but if you think that it is okay, the way that all of these people are being taken from this earth, they are human beings, they have souls. Who cares if they're not Christians? The other side, they're not Christians either. But it's okay? No, it's not okay. It's okay to defend yourselves. It's okay that they went in and they went after Hamas and they got some of their hostages and they want the rest of them. That is okay. That is normal. That is what all of us want, for this to be over. But the disproportionate amount of lives being taken, innocent people, doesn't make sense to me. And then you guys who think that it's only about Hamas, well, why is it that Hamas has nothing to do with the West Bank, but there are settlers illegally settled in the West Bank who are attacking Palestinians there? Why? Not in great numbers, but it's happening. This world is out of control. And for anyone to think that it is okay to take children from this earth and not give a damn about them, something is wrong with that. And this guy talks about his experience the first time that he went into Palestine, and it made me cry. It really did. That I would not want to live like that ever. Listen to what he says about it and then leave your comments. I'm not saying what happened on the 7th of October should have gone unpunished. That is not what I'm saying. They need to find the people who did it and go after them, and not innocent civilians. And yes, innocent people do get caught up in war, but this is something different, and we all have to admit that to ourselves. Let me know what you think about it in the comments. Listen to this guy first, and then let's have a conversation.
I want to pick up on where Rashid left off. I went with PalFest. Yasmin and Omar and all the organizers of PalFest hosted me. And I was there for 5 days in occupied territories in Jerusalem, and then I stayed another 5 days after that. And I had this degree of anxiety about going. Because I knew I was going to see something I couldn't quite name. And I knew because of my upbringing, because of my mother, because of my father, because of my wife, because of my son, because of my community, that after I saw the thing, I would have to come back and talk about it. That there was no option in which I did not talk about it. And I thought I was going to another country. But in fact, what amazed me was I actually felt that I was in the same country. But I was in a different time. I was in the time of my parents and my grandparents. I can think back to all of the articles I've read, all the things I've seen said about how complicated and how complex the situation is and the occupation is. I say it's complex, it's complicated. And it's made to sound as though you need a degree in Middle Eastern studies or some such, a PhD, to really understand what's happening. But I understood the first day. We went to East Jerusalem to try to visit in the way that Muslims visit Al-Aqsa Mosque. And I can remember being there, and there were 4 IDF guards, biggest guns I'd ever seen in my life. And they checked IDs, and they gave us our IDs back. And then they did nothing. They just made us wait. And we waited, and we waited, and we waited. There was no list, there was no protocol, there was no anything. They were just making us wait because they could. And somewhere in the back of my mind, I was like, I know what this is. I know exactly what this is. The second day we went to Hebron, and I can remember walking down streets with a Palestinian guide. And we would get to certain streets, and he would say, I can't walk down this street with you. You can walk, I cannot, because I'm Palestinian. And I thought, I know what that is. As we drove through the occupied territories, and I would look out, and I would see roads that Palestinians could use, and roads that only Israeli Jews could use. I said, I know what this is. As I saw different colored license plates for different classes of people, I said, I know what this is. As I saw communities that I can only describe as segregated, I said, this is Chicago, it's Baltimore, it's Philadelphia. And I don't mean to center the whole world on America. We have a tendency to do that, but my lens is my lens. This is all I have. And what I felt was a tremendous weight. I felt the obvious thing that I think all of us feel, that our tax dollars are effectively subsidizing apartheid, or subsidizing a segregationist order, a Jim Crow regime. But I also felt that as an African American who was reared on the fight against Jim Crow, against white supremacy, against apartheid, I felt tremendous shame. How could I not know? How could I not know that the only democracy in the Middle East as it builds itself is segregated? How did I not know that? And what I came to, Michelle, was that Israel is a democracy, the only democracy in the Middle East, in the exact same way that America is the oldest democracy in the world. So the relationship was quite clear. It was quite clear, it was palpable, it was felt, and the responsibility was clear after that.
Yeah.